Welcome to Bold Talk series where creativity, leadership ideas, and innovation come together. My name is Ludvik, and today I have a privilege to have a short one-on-one conversation with Milan Mahovsky, the founder and CEO of Dream.jobs. Milan, great seeing you. Welcome to our Bold Talk series. How are you?
Nice to meet you. Thank you for the invitation, and I'm absolutely great.
Well, thanks for joining me. Obviously, the jobs are something that we all need, and something that when is the economies like this, where like tech companies are laying off. Let's start first with the overview of a dream jobs. Give us an overview of your journey. What inspired you to start dream jobs?
Uh, Everybody deserves dream job. Yeah, that's absolutely clear. A lot of people are not happy with the job. So my vision is to help the people to find a job faster and more relevant, what they wish. Yeah. So that's the journey I'm going to. And what we are doing is that we are creating job portal network to find the people where they are natural are on the internet. So the tradition was you are reading newspaper, and maybe you are a little bit older like myself. You probably were looking at the part job opportunities. Yeah? So we are creating this online. Yeah, because a lot of newspapers, which are now only online, don't have the part search job or find job. So that's what we are doing, creating the network on many online medias with the section find job, and trying to help the people to have a look at the news, not only about what is happening in Ukraine or US, but what is happening in my neighborhood, or maybe in my title which I'm reading every day. And the the history of it of this idea came from different way. I'm also owner of a recruitment agency, and we had database of 100,000 of candidates, but we weren't able, to match them to the right job. So it was more storage than the active database. So I asked one IT company, which is now member of Atos, could you help me with this problem? How we can match the candidates with the job which just arrived? So we did the pilot to search for the right candidates through the job description. So that was the original idea, which has developed, to career pages. So we outsource career pages for the companies. We just have developed, to support it with the job portal, which has developed, to the job portal network. And our key product now is job portal network, and of course we support it with the career pages.
Nice. Now, Milan, you're present in Czech Republic and Slovakia. Is that right?
Yes, yes.
Um, is there an opportunity that you're looking at to expand outside of these two countries, or still just sticking around in these two markets?
Absolutely. We are just learning how to develop our idea from Czech Republic to Slovakia, learn uh, how to approach the HR people, to how to approach the publishers, because
Mhm.
those are two our customers. HR people want to have people, and publishers, they can gain money, out of the publishing of their job ads. So we are learning that. And next steps for us would be definitely expansion. And I just believe there is no border in the Europe.
Mhm.
So we will cross the border for sure. Maybe towards Germany, or maybe towards Poland, maybe towards Austria, because the people who lives on the border, they definitely are not interested, to look for a job on different job portals, and to have trouble, uh, searching by full text, to different websites. They
Mhm.
just would like to put their CV in one central job portal, and the AI will find them the right job, within some region, maybe 1 hour from their home. So that's definitely the future of the job portals. So we will expand, to these countries around, and just like naturally grow, the job portal network
Nice.
around.
How are you different from other job seeking platforms in a region?
Uh, First of all, I've already mentioned that we are creating job portal network, which means that traditional job portals, they say, come to my website, come to Indeed, come to Monster, come to Job CZ in the Czech Republic. We don't do that. We are creating multiple job portals under the media houses, under the big newspapers, and just like replicating the advertisement, to the local job portal where the candidate is. So that's the first difference. We go after the candidate. We don't ask candidate come to us.
Hmm.
Second thing is that concerning the business model for the HR people. Typical business model is that pay for advertisement. If you would like to advertise on Monster, you have to pay 300 euros. Our advertisement is for free. Yeah, you don't pay anything for publishing. You pay for result. Yeah, so the most successful job portal is Indeed. They are presented in hundreds of countries, and they have got model paper results too. But this is the only one and most successful. So we definitely follow this successful strategy. And
Nice.
third differentiation is that we are already integrated with 80 recruitment softwares. It's called application tracking software. So that means that recruiter can publish their ad from their home software. So he doesn't has to copy paste, uh, from his systems, from his board or whatever they have got. They just like used to use their own system, and it's already publishing, on 10, 10 portals. And in the future, it will be 20 portals. So
Nice.
like 3 key differentiators.
Yeah. Obviously, the leadership is hard. You've been in a leadership role for many years with all your different companies. What qualities do you believe are essential to have an effective leadership in a fast-paced environment, workspace like yours and others?
I think leadership is fun.
It's
uh,
fun.
you, it's fun. It's not hard. It's fun. So that's the first leadership skill. You have to enjoy that. If you hate it and you think it's hard, then you won't be good leader. Yeah, you have to enjoy the be manager.
Hmm.
If you don't enjoy it, you should step back, to the specialist role. And second thing is, great leader has to choose great people, because the result of your company, of your team, of yourself, it's only dependent on the team you work with. So if you are hiring average, your results are average. If you hire somebody weaker to your team to try it, what's the result? You try it, you fire. You lose 3 months, maybe 6 months of your results. So definitely one of the key leadership skills is to choose the right people who are the best on the market. And of course, second thing is that when you've got the great people, you have to be able to manage them and to lead them, which, to be honest, I'm still learning all the time. I'm learning and giving bad lessons, and getting feedback, from the people of what I screw up. Yeah. So, but what I think I'm good at is really choosing the good people, and in the end, not to be afraid to let people go if they don't, provide results or they are not motivated. I would underline motivated,
Hmm.
because if you don't have the skills, you can learn the skills. If you don't have attitude, uh, the attitude change, it's very, very difficult and almost impossible.
Hmm.
So I would underline, if your subordinate hasn't got the right attitude, he's not motivated himself or herself. Not you that you motivate the people. They should be internally motivated. They should love the job. I would recommend definitely to let people go because they can find a job which they can like, they
Mm.
even laugh. So if they are not happy with the job description, yeah, and maybe with your communication or relationship with the boss, I think they can find something which they will laugh, and
Yeah.
that's my recommendation.
I like it. I like the way how you said like it's fun. You have to truly enjoy it. So if you take it as a it's hard, it's definitely is going to be hard. You're always going to find challenges and you're going to drag yourself to it. Now you talk about this motivation thing, which is so important. How do you motivate and inspire your team to achieve their best, for example?
I'm trying. Of course, I'm trying. Um, what is important, to praise every success. Yeah, so I'm trying. uh, to be honest, I'm not the best in it, but I'm trying to create a winning atmosphere. Yeah, so that the people will praise themselves. Okay, this is what happened. It was great success or it was big failure. Yeah, also celebrate the failures and tell the people, I did this failure. I'd like to that that, and maybe other salesman or other programmer can benefit from the failure of the other people. So so that's the atmosphere within the people I'm trying to do, and support the team communication.
Hmm.
I canceled as much as possible internal emails, and we everybody's working on Teams and chatting in the team, not direct communication, but in the team in the topic. So it's very like public communication about almost everything. So which supports the internal knowledge what is happening within the company. Even some people working remote and they've been in the office maybe once, so they know what's happening in other departments. If they just like click to different team, they can have a look what's happening in marketing, what is happening in sales, so that everybody knows if he wants to what's happening in all areas of the company.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, actually, it's the way how you can streamline the communication and versus like going to one on one. Although that it's hard sometimes, like to change that. Moving away from an email to something like an open communication. Um, Talking about
It's cultural
innovation,
change. Yeah.
yeah, it is definitely. Talk about innovation, Milan. What does innovation mean to you, and how does it drive your company's growth?
That's the nature of the startup. If you don't innovate, if you don't change your approach, from month to month, you die. So innovation is absolute must. You have to always listen to your customer, what he's saying to you, and very fast react. So the innovation has to be on every single part of the business you are doing. It should be in the technology. It has to be in marketing. It has to be in sales. It has to be in support. It has to be in a way how to promote your products. It has to be in pricing. It has to be in every single step has to be innovation. Otherwise, the startup cannot survive. So
Hmm.
it's absolute must, for us.
Yeah.
So to be honest, you ask me how we are different from other job portals, and I would say that out of 20 characteristics, comparing the major leader in the Czech Republic and Slovakia, we have got 15 totally different approaches than our competition, which are more convenient to the end user, which is the recruiter or the candidate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Small examples.
that's a, yeah, that's a good one. Um, so Milan, teams, obviously you mentioned earlier, you said like, the job of a leader is to work with the best in the market and being able to get them to work with you and make them excited to work with you, make them excited to work about the project and the company that you work, the customers and so on, right? Uh, Now, how do you take that to a level that culture that you're talking about, and nurture that creativity among the team members, right? So knowing that, okay, well, like here's the North Star that where we going, right? But the journey, how do you define that journey? How do you make them uh, to go after what your vision is and you're bringing to the team?
Uh, I think it's very important that you get the people involved in the vision and you let the people create the vision. So it shouldn't be only my vision, but every part of the vision has to be influenced or created by the team members. So, and give them the possibility of how they can create it. So on every single day, on every single aspect of what you are doing. So it's not about that I say it has to be like that. Um, I very often ask the people, how would you do that? Or if they don't know, I tell them, okay, try to think about it and bring some ideas. Or sometimes I come and I tell them, okay, I'd like to do this way. Uh, any possibility to improve my idea or whatever you would like to change, and not to be afraid as a boss say I made mistake. Yeah. Or sometimes I just like, oh, I really did it wrong. Yeah, please, could you help me? So be very honest to the people, because if you are the big boss who is like always right, that kills the creativity.
Hmm.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
sometimes not to be afraid to let the people make mistake. Sometimes they tell me, I'd like to do this way. For example, my colleague told me, I'd like to visit this conference. Can I go? Told my salesperson, I think that you won't be happy because my experience with this type of conference will be like that and like that. But if you want to go, go and tell me your feedback. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah? And she went to the conference. In the end, she wasn't happy with the conference, and the result wasn't good. Uh, I was unfortunately right. Yeah, but I didn't say no. You cannot go there because I felt from her eyes what she said that she would love to go there. So I let her to do the mistake. It's very important.
Yeah, yeah, allowing that for them to experience it, um, instead of like just shutting them off and say no, because I know how that conference works and doesn't work, or whatever. So that's a good point. Even though that you were for sure, but you wanted to, you said you allow her to make that mistake. That's really good, man. Listen, Milan, what does bold mean to you? Like, not bold words, but the word bold. What does it mean to you?
Uh, I think I'm not sure about the question. Apology.
Yeah, so we're bold awards, right? So we do these bold talks, and so the question is like, what does a bold mean to you? Like the word bold.
Bold, it's like strong. It's like underline. Yeah, uh, that's my feeling about the word bold.
Okay.
Yeah, and maybe I'm a rock climber, so bold means a pitten, for the security. So especially you are from Italy, aren't you? Yeah, so I climb a lot in Italy, so I
Okay.
use bolts.
Yeah. Fantastic. Well, Milan, always be bold. Congrats on your achievements so far. Thank you for joining me in this Bold Talk series, and looking forward to seeing you again soon. Hopefully, have another one in the years to come. perhaps until next time, take care, be great, and be bold, and see you. Take care.
Thank you very much, and looking forward to expansion to Italy. Maybe it's with some Italian venture capital or Italian publisher. All the best.
Thank you. Cheers.